Hi, this is Genevieve Stafford Jack. Drum roll, and we are going to continue killing this challenge as we go along the way. Today's answer is, how can I learn more about real estate investing? This question comes often either in the group that I have on Facebook, or it comes into my timeline, into my inbox, into my it just comes from so many different ways, right? And this is what I encourage many people. If you do not have the education as yet, follow somebody that you believe is exemplary. So, which then means you're going to start following different people on Facebook, right? Or wherever on social media that you are. The closer to you they are, the better, right? Because you also want that relatability. See what they're doing, listen to the way that they speak, and literally start immersing yourself in what they say. And I truly believe that when you follow people and you really start understanding who they are, before you actually part with your hard-earned money, I would say then, listen to the talk that they talk. Look at the evidence that they've got. And on social media, the evidence is loud. If you are a property coach and you actually get to somebody's profile or business page, and they don't have any inclination on that page or business page that they are in property investing, it's not that it's questionable. It's that most people actually follow that. And they say, they don't even talk about their property investing stuff, then what? So this is one of the indicators that people have online, depending again how people market themselves. You'll also find sometimes that people will run webinars, they will run YouTube channels, just as I've done with my particular YouTube channel. Because the whole thing is, when you part with your money, you actually want to know that you are making an investment into your future. Because in property investing, it has a language all on its own. Think about this. You started the work that you're currently busy with, right? And in this particular discipline that you are in the workplace, whether it's cleaning, whether it's software testing, or whether it is advertising, there's a certain language that goes with it. So for example, back to my cleaning days, if I would ask somebody, do you have vinegar in the house? I'm not asking that because I want to make a salad. I'm asking that because I've mixed water and vinegar, and it helps to take certain smells away, and you wipe different surfaces, you wash your glass with it and things like that. It's a language that goes with cleaning. Now, if you're a software tester, for example, and you start talking about manual testing, automation testing, regression testing, and the stress testing and all sorts of stuff like that, others will just think, what? There's what about testing? Don't they just build something and it works? Why do you have to test it? And if you test it once, shouldn't it be fine? Again, there's a lot of language that goes through to that discipline, just like property investing. When you come into the real estate world, there's words that greet you, there's acronyms that greet you. I mean, OTP is one of the things I constantly find myself correcting. Why? Because it's a language that goes with what I'm busy with. It's a language because it's an acronym. Everybody in the real estate world, surely you should know that it's called an offer to purchase. But there's other acronyms that may not be that obvious. So within the space of real estate, I want to encourage you that if you do not have any previous real estate investing training or education, start reading books, okay? Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In fact, I know one of the days I'm going to be talking about what I learned from this guy, not just through his book. I'm talking about being in his class. But read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Because in books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, many people see this as a good entrepreneurial book, or they see it as a real estate book. I learned so much about accounting in this book, more than I knew about accounting prior to this. And I thought I knew quite a bit about accounting. So for me, my experience from this book was accounting, right? So in that, explore and immerse yourself in some of the local writings that you prefer. Listen to a few webinars before you get excited and caught up with the flow of things. Just like my YouTube channel is focused on property education and coaching, Find similar channels. Listen to what people are sharing. See where you connect with them. Do they have a platform like on my website? I've got a 3-hour training that is free. You get onto my website and you can just view it. No emails are requested. You go through and put your whole DNA anywhere else, right? You just get onto my website. There's a free training that we did at the beginning of lockdown. Immerse yourself into it. Do you connect with anyone or anything that is said in videos like that? Find opportunities to literally build like a picture in your mind of the person you want to work with. But be careful also of that, because analysis paralysis is something that can kill you. But at the end of the day, my point really is immerse yourself in different ways of learning, because education is critical. You know, one of my students said to me, you know, Jen, until I'd just done this first session with you in coaching, prior to that, I would look everywhere for property opportunities. I would look at everything. So I just felt like there's nothing going on in the market, but not really realizing if I put filters and narrow down my focus and get laser focus on what I'm looking for and put those different indicators in place, I will find what I'm looking for. He says, so all the knowledge that he got was really great until that point, but going through the education, the advanced training and coaching that I offer really helped him to narrow things down. So I want to say to you, where are you looking? Who are you following? Can I hear from you down in the comments? And a lot of the times, finding somebody local to South Africa, I know I felt this way, was such a huge task. But now when I turn around, I just have to pick up a rock. Somebody else is talking about property investing education, right? But the reality is that if you're not looking, you won't find. So go out and explore books, go out and explore webinars. When something pops up that talks about property education, come onto YouTube. You'll be able to type other channels. For example, there's a channel called M5 Property Addicts. I will link to them up here somewhere. And then you'll be able to read up and actually not even read up, connect through to that particular channel. Why? Because I believe in what they do. Because at the end of the day, I've gone through education with them and the whole team that is there. I connect with what they do, what their goal is, what their passion is. And that's what really happens within the space of, can I learn more? Where can I learn more? You'll know that there is education everywhere for free. What people like myself do, we put our experience, our hurdles, and the guidelines of property investing education together. And we are able to navigate you through it so there's better structures. So all the information that you will need is probably somewhere here on the World Wide Web. But if you are going to get any sort of structure from it, you need to focus on what is it that you want and get yourself aligned with people that speak the language you connect with. So I'm not saying, oh, come with me because I'm the best. No, I know I'm good at people that are beginners and those that have gotten stuck. Because I stayed there for a while and I needed to get unstuck for the longest time. And when I got unstuck, whenever somebody comes through to me with certain challenges, like how do I find these deals? How do I run the numbers? How do I close this deal? I'm able to speak effortlessly from experience and from my own frustrations, and I'm able to give guidelines on here's practical things that you can do. So the people that you are listening to right now, have they given you practical tips on getting over some of the hurdles that you are in? Now that is a mouthful, but just remember that real estate, which is property, comes with a whole new language on its own. And if you really just want to hear a lot more about my experience around property coaching and my experience through that particular journey of property coaching, I will link up here to a video that I've done earlier days just to share with you about what I had gone through, how much I invested in myself. Some days I used to regret, and other days I needed to build a bridge and realize that we all win in some way, shape, form, or manner, as long as the knowledge we learn, we apply it. So if you like this video and you like what you heard and you connect to it, I want to welcome you and say subscribe. Click on the subscription button the notification bell next to it so that you are notified each time I upload videos. So I trust that this 30-day challenge so far is going all right for you, and you are able to assimilate and learn lessons that I wish I knew before I started, and other lessons that I willingly share. Why? Because of course I talk so much. But nonetheless, take good care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.